Okay. Yeah. Take that. She's like the wind.
And that was She's Like the Wind with Lumity and Tony Sunshine on the Hoppe and SuperRICH show. And now, Ryan, when you host a radio show, you want to have good ratings. You know what I mean? Like, nobody wants to be bad.
That's right.
And the goal in radio is you want to be victorious, like Rocky. And when you have a radio show, there's this thing called Arbitron, and they tell you the ratings. And then there's these radio consultants that come in, and your program directors come in. Hey, how come you're in last place? And we fought through a lot with the previous show. We were in last place every demographic, army, imbeciles. But then we brought in the Hoppe and SuperRICH show, and now our ratings are better than ever. So what does it say here on the list? As we just got it, the ratings are now in. So what does it
that's
say?
right. We're number one with imbeciles.
Ages
18 to 34.
So all the imbeciles out there, thank you for making us number one, 18 to 34 imbeciles. What does it say there?
Number one with cretins, 25 to 54.
Yes, because that's a very important demographic to help out our sponsors. Cretins, 25 to 54, Ryan. We are number one. You know,
That's right.
That's what you aspire to be when you're on the radio. You want to be number one amongst cretins, 25 to 54. That's the key demographic that every sponsor looks forward to. Next.
Number one with douchebags, 12 and up.
I mean, I go to the gym, so it kind of fits that demographic.
And we're number five with whores 18 plus or 21 plus. Whatever.
That's one that we've struggled with, whores 18 plus, because they're usually busy at 3 in the morning. It's hard to get them to tune on the radio, and then they usually are occupied or asleep after a hard night of work. No pun intended. So it's hard to get the whores 18 plus to tune in. But Ryan, the fact that we are number one, imbeciles 18, 34, cretins 25, 54, and douchebags 12 and up, gives me hope for society that our radio show is growing. Let's listen to Rocky for about 5 seconds, because we are champions. Yes, we're your heroes of the common man. Oh, geez. You know what I mean, Ryan? Like, when you get the ratings and you see that you're number one in 3 of the 4 demographics, it puts things into perspective.
It does.
That being here from 3 to 6 a.m. entertaining the masses really does do something. You know what I mean? That coming year.
I guess so.
You come from Wakanda, I come from Arlington Heights. It makes it worth it in the end because people are listening. The cretins, the imbeciles, and the douchebags. The whores, not so much, but we'll convert them.
That's right.
Because we can be their after-work session of relaxation and shock jockery. All right, so what's coming up next in SuperRICH's news?
This girl, Ruthina Lewis, gets a free meal, or she's going to hell. Dun, dun, dun.
So what happened? So she was out to eat, and what did she say to them? I'm so confused.
She said, well, let's read and find out.
Oh, I was just saying that to be a radio voice. I'm not confused. I did the prep.
I know. A Florida woman accused of skipping out on a $18.46 restaurant bill allegedly gave the cashier 2 options: give her a free meal and go to heaven, or charge the credit card and go straight to hell.
So pretty much, if she gave her a free meal, she would go to heaven. She would see the Golden Gates with Jesus, or go to hell and hang out with Jeffrey Dahmer and Jerry Sandusky until the end of time. So what did they say?
The offer of biblical proportions happened on January 14th. Ruthina Lewis, she's 44, took her mother, 78-year-old Willie Lewis, to eat at the A&G restaurant in Winter Haven, Florida. Wait,
this is in Florida, the Weighing of America? Who would have thought that crazy people are actually from Florida, and they would say, if you don't pay for our meal, you're going to go to hell.
When it came time to pay, Lewis took her mom to the car and re-entered the restaurant to pay with a credit card, but the card was declined. A&G cashier Crystal Henson told police that Lewis held the cancel button down when the charge was being processed. So, that's nice.
What a great woman.
According to the police report, Lewis then gave Henson a choice. If the meal was free, Henson would go to heaven. If she insisted on running the card through, she would go to hell. And that's in quotes. Because apparently this woman has control over things like that.
I love these. They're just such an embarrassment to Christians. Like, I'm not even that religious, but, like, imagine you're trying to prove the point that God's real, and you have this.
Lewis left the restaurant, leaving the business card of her church bishop, Joseph Lewis, no relation. So there's a lot of Lewises in Florida. She told restaurant employees to call him and he would pay the bill. Restaurant employees called Winter Haven police instead. Lewis said her and her mother were arrested a short time later. They were charged with misdemeanors and later released. While Lewis had $80 in her possession when she was arrested, so she had $80 in her possession when she was arrested, according to a police report. Bishop Lewis later dropped in to pay the bill plus a tip. In exchange, he asked owner George Peregios not to press charges against the woman. Peregios reportedly agreed, but then changed his mind when he spoke to police. He's getting support from his employees. Here's a quote. "It's not like we didn't ask the lady to pay," waitress Natasha Anthony told Newsbay9.com. "We followed her out the door to get her to pay, and she wouldn't pay. So the law is the law. The law took her to jail. We didn't." Meanwhile, the members of Lewis's church are trying to get the restaurant to drop the charges by protesting outside the restaurant. The women are due in court March 4th, but authorities say they are working to resolve the case before that.
Wow. I just don't get why you would do that. Why you're getting you're going to go to hell if you make me pay for this. Shut up. Pay for it, you broke moron.
Yeah.
I swear to God, Ryan, it pisses me off. People just try to blame religion on everything. This is why, Shut up. So, we're going to come back and do some more talk radio on the Hoppe and
SuperRICH show.
But first, portions of WNUR's programming may be inappropriate for younger or more sensitive listeners. WNUR believes this material to be artistically and culturally significant. We will play this talk radio between the hours of 11:30 p.m. and 6 a.m. Up next is 50 Cent, Ryan. Remember 50 Cent before he sold vitamin water and sold out? Get what I did there?
Oh, man.
Please don't hurt me, 50. All right, here it is.
50.
In the club. Yeah, I'm saying 50 like we're on first name basis.
Yeah.
BRB.
Go, shorty. It's your birthday. We gon' party like it's your birthday. We gon' sip Bacardi like it's your birthday. And you know we don't give a fuck, 'cause that's your birthday.
The Hoppe and SuperRICH Show. Hoppe and SuperRICH. Only on WNUR 89.3 FM.